So throughout the development, we focused a lot on this idea of it being an alien planet. But we also knew that we needed to emotionally hook the player into the experience. We're a new studio, a new big team. It was difficult to rally around these sort of really alien environments while we were still building all the technology for the game. And what we found was really working was sort of simplifying our environments and focusing on the familiar. So that seemed like a really good place for us to start with the concept, was with these familiar environments, and then have the room, thanks to the game being session-based, for us to move in to other biomes. Additionally, with this milestone being the adventure milestone, we really wanted to start and just crank up that experience. So a lot of our work, laying the foundations for audio, our visual effects and style, trying to give you that experience of opening up Skyrim for the first time and seeing these beautiful rivers. For a long time in video games, terrains were meshes. The way the mesh goes into the water, you sort of see these seams. We wanted to break some of those very common visual looks that you see with video games.
So we moved in our new studio in the tallest office building in Auckland, which is pretty amazing. It took us about a year time from a complete blank page to designing the place with the help of a company that we engaged to help us on the fit out. There were a lot of reviews and changes that we needed to do in order to, facilitate everything that we needed. So we have a big area at the front where we, let's call it the social and company updates side of things. We are quite collaborative, so we do want the ability to just stand up and go to someone else's desk and chat about things, or just grab a bunch of people and go around to a whiteboard and just brainstorm or solve problems. But in saying that, we also have specific, we call it pods of workstation, where we kind of combined each team. So we had the designer in the middle, the animators, the programmers, the backend, 3D artists, kind of all around. So designer create the idea and then everyone kind of join in. We wanted to kind of design in a way that it will remind us a bit of the game, and you will also have that experience of discovering a bit. We didn't tell much about the look that we were going for to the team, but we left it to that first day, which was great. So we got up very early to do the blessing. It's something that Maori likes to do, so they bless the building, but it needs to happen at dawn. So we wake up all very early and come through and did the blessing of the office. That was the first real look for the team. Yeah, I mean, it's great.
Not only did I give up buying an SVJ, but also I gave up this office so that Stephen and Brian could have one. So I have to have the one with only one window, and they get two windows.
That is just so selfless of you, Dean.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
I'm really pleased with how the temperature system's working. This is how I wish Arc worked, This is awesome. You see what I mean? You just don't get stuff like this in Arc. I'm really happy with how the chimney stuff works. And I wish that was in Arc. I love our building system, but it makes me so angry that Arc has not done it,
So we started on audio for the game pretty much on day one, very, very early. A lot of people have a different process, audio comes in later, but us starting early really allowed us to integrate with systems that were coming from our Vanguard team or Vision team. But since we've moved into the new office, we have really, really ramped up. We've got a few more people on the team, 2 mix rooms purpose-built just for us to really dial in audio, a recording space sitting in between them so we can record anything that we might think of. But yeah, it's going very well. It's pretty exciting to see and hear some of the stuff that's come through. I really think that we've got some of the best audio in the genre. A lot of polish is going into every part of our product, and that's just the same with our team. We often have new systems or changes that get thrown at us quickly, and we have to be really adaptable. Just make sure that we jump onto those things and create something really cool.
Been rounding out 2020, a very difficult year, very difficult time for us to be producing a project like this in the middle of a pandemic. And I think, you know, many companies have struggled with it, even as existing companies. And, you know, here we were going through this difficult time while still being a new team. I think, you know, motivation's still very high. Many of us very interested in the survival genre, so still just really excited to be working on a survival title and hopefully being able to bring something new to the table there. Multiplayer playtests are now becoming a lot more common as well for our team. So, you know, we're hoping that that's going to make a big difference going into 2021.